What's up guys, it's Matt from TDM Style here. Welcome back to the channel for another review, and today we're having a look at two products from Mack for Men. We have their Hydroclay and their Shapeshifter water-based pomade. So Mack for Men reached out to me probably a couple of months ago now, so I've had these for a while. I've been testing them for a bit, and basically their whole thing is that they, use a lot of organic ingredients and hair-healthy ingredients and none of the nasties. These are lab-made kind of salon-quality products, so there's that. And their other big thing is that their Shapeshifter Pomade, they apparently, Tom Holland's stylist used this on his hair for some red carpet event or something. So that's cool. That must be neat to like see your brand like in use by celebrities in Hollywood and shit. That's pretty neat. So the Shapeshifter Pomade, this one just says stronghold, organic beeswax and extracts. And spoiler alert, I would say this one is let's try that again. I would say that this one has like a low shine. And then their Hydroclay, this is advertised as a stronghold with a natural look. And these are made in Las Vegas, Nevada, right here in the US. So in terms of the packaging, both of these come in these 2.5 ounce frosted plastic jars with the silver tops, and the text and everything is just printed directly onto the jars as well as on the top of the lids. And each one of these is retailing for $19 US. They are offering free shipping if you spend over $25. So essentially if you buy both of them, you get free shipping. They do have another thing on their website too, that if you spend over 50 bucks, you get 15% off your order, which is cool, but that means you'd have to buy like 3 jars of product. So I don't really know how often that would work out, but it's there as an option. Now, in terms of my thoughts on the packaging, it's fine. It doesn't wow me. It's pretty basic in the realm of like salon products. I mean, it looks like a salon product. Like it looks fine. It looks nice. But it's certainly something that we've seen before, the frosted plastic, the silvery lids, Hans de Foucault did it. I mean, there's a bunch of brands that have done it. I do like the printing on the lids though, that's cool. So when you have them, in a drawer or something, you can easily see which ones these are. And yeah, 2.5 ounces is a pretty standard size, again, for the kind of lab-made salon product world. All right, now for everybody's favorite category of scent, we're gonna start with the pomade on this one. It's nice. It's definitely a cologne scent. It's what I would call, I guess, kind of an aquatic cologne scent. So it's more like a fresh, I don't know. That's the best way I can think to describe it. It's fine. It's fairly light. It's not very in your face. And you can smell it for a bit once you get it into the hair, but it's nothing intrusive. Now, the clay one. This one, I don't find has much of a scent at all. It's very, very light. I mean, you can smell just like the natural wax and stuff that's in there, so it does smell a bit just like that. But I do believe it has some kind of, does it say fragrance on it? The fragrance is the very last ingredient, so there is a touch of fragrance in there. To me, it just smells pretty clean. So this one, I prefer the scent on this one actually over the pomade. All right, now onto the ingredients for a minute. Their whole thing, it's like all over their website, is that they use all of these organic ingredients and they're, free of parabens and all kinds of other things that I can't think of off the top of my head, but I'll put up on screen here. Yeah, so basically, they don't list the ingredients for each product on the website, which I thought was a bit odd, but they do list like the main ones that they're kind of excited about. So we have things like organic beeswax, organic jojoba seed oil, organic argan oil, organic coconut oil, organic green tea extract, lemon peel extract, horsetail extract, and burdock root extract. And all of these things, we're familiar with a lot of them, coconut oil, argan oil, all that stuff. So essentially, all of these are in one way or another meant to nourish and condition the hair and to promote better hair growth, which is cool. I always appreciate that. I always like seeing things that are paraben free and stuff. I mean, I don't like massively care about parabens, but I kind of do. So it's nice that, they're going for like a very clean approach in terms of the formulas. And the other thing with there's like a weirdness in the kind of homebrew community where a lot of people for some reason think of salon lab-made products as like inferior to homebrews in terms of performance and formula quality. I don't believe that at all. I don't subscribe to that theory. I love a lot of salon-made lab products because they're made by chemists, so like people know exactly what's happening in there. So I certainly don't think that they're worse than homebrews in any way, but yeah, just my 2 cents on that matter. All right, now into the demo footage. So let's start out with the pomade. And now I know like a lot of pomade people out there tend to prefer applying them into damp hair. I can't do that shit. My hair does not work with any product. I don't care what it is or how strong it is. If I'm putting it in damp hair, that bitch ain't gonna work. So what I found works pretty well for me with pomades, at least with, kind of water-based ones in general, is to apply a little bit into damp hair, blow dry that bitch, and then apply more into the blow-dried result to finish it off. So that is exactly what I've done here in the demo. And so as you can see, yeah, I would say that's like a low shine. We've got some, pomade expected texture. You can certainly make the look, slicker or cleaner if you want to go in with a comb, but that's not really my thing. I like more textured looks, so this is the final look that I went for. And I would say right up front, the hold does feel quite strong. I mean, after blow drying that first tiny scoop in, not really, but adding the additional into the dry hair definitely set that in place. Now, I would call this essentially a gel type pomade. I wouldn't really call it an unorthodox water base, but it kind of is. And so what I mean by that is it doesn't give you helmet head when it sets in place. Like, it doesn't totally harden into a rock, but there is a little bit of like crustification that happens. That's a word I just made up. But yeah, so like I said, it doesn't totally harden, but it does a bit to the point where if you leave it alone all day, that bitch will not move. It is definitely a strong hold and it will hold up all day. And this is the part where I have to tell you that I fucked up with my demo footage, so I don't have the 8 hours later footage for this pomade. I know, I'm sorry. I thought I had it, but I had recorded the demos for these while my computer was away for repair, and I was recording a bunch of other stuff at the same time as well, and I didn't have my computer to like organize my footage as I was going, so I thought I had it, but I didn't. So you'll just have to kind of take my word for it on this one, but yeah, if you don't touch it, it will stay perfectly where you left it all day long. But me, I fuck around and I have to try, test out the restylability and stuff. And while you can kind of restyle this, like I said, it doesn't totally harden, so you can go in there and move things around if you need to. But there is that little bit of crust that develops to the point where I found for me, if I kept messing with it, my style started to break down. So I started to lose a little bit of volume. I started to lose a bit of that structure. Not totally at all. I mean, it definitely, even after messing around with it, I would say it still maintained a good like medium hold. So just something to keep in mind. If you want it to stay completely in place all day, just style it and set it and forget it. Just don't touch it. Next, into the clay one, and this one is definitely more of, my bag. I'm a fan of clays. So for this one, as usual, I'm starting out with clean blow-dried hair here and going in with about a dime-sized scoop or so. And I will say right off the bat that I did, it's very similar in terms of scoop and breakdown and application and styling to some of the other salon kind of clays out there, so like Claymation, Chivou Ocean Clay, Cavalier, all of those. It's not the same formula, I'm gonna say that right now. It is a unique formula, but it is similar to the point where if you've used any of those, you'll be, equipped to deal with this one because it styles and applies in a similar way. So, slight grip applying, not anything crazy, certainly no massive amounts of tug and pull or anything. And finishing out the style here, we definitely have a nice clay texture, and yeah, it is a natural finish. It's not super matte, it's not, too dry or anything, it's not like a low shine, it's right in the middle. So personally, I appreciate that type of finish so that my hair doesn't look dry as fuck or anything. And it does also handle the flyaways pretty nicely. Now, in terms of the hold and things on this one, this is also marketed as a strong hold. And for me, it was definitely more of a medium. So we can take a look here. This is the 8 hours later footage. I didn't fuck this one up. So we can see, a little bit of loss in volume, a little bit of my natural waves coming out. But, you know, that doesn't bother me. I like mediums. I like having my hairstyle look a bit more natural, so this was, you know, not a deal breaker for me in the slightest, but just something to be aware of. For me, a person with thick, heavy, coarse hair type, it was not a stronghold, but definitely a solid medium, maybe bordering on medium firm if you use a bit more, but this is a traditional heavy type clay, so if you are using more, just be aware that it's going to be heavier in your hair, so you might not get, you know, massive volume. It might be a little bit heavier. It's going to weigh your hair down a bit. All right, for the washout on both of these, starting with the clay, I forgot to mention during the ingredients section, but this is not a water-based clay. It does have paraffinum liquidum in the first spot, so it's not gonna come out with just water or anything, but I found it to come out just fine with a standard shampoo. The pomade, on the other hand, is a water-based one, and this literally just like water hits it and it's just gone. It was a cool sound effect. All right, so overall thoughts on the Mack for Men Shapeshifter Pomade and Hydroclay. They're fine. They didn't blow me away. As I mentioned, the clay, in my opinion, is quite similar to a lot of the other ones out there that are very popular. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just, it's similar. So it's nothing like revolutionary for me, although I do appreciate all the organic ingredients and stuff that they're going for in terms of the formula. And the pomade, I did like this as a gel type pomade. I mean, you guys know, I'm not a huge pomade guy in general, especially gel types, because I do not like helmet head. So I was happy that this one didn't like totally crust up in there. It was just a little bit, and it did have really, really great hold, and I was glad that it wasn't too shiny, so it didn't look greasy or anything. And the price is pretty standard for these. You know, 19 bucks a piece for that size jar is nothing out of the ordinary, especially for, you know, salon quality lab products. So yeah, I think they deliver on what they advertised, except for, you know, the clay was not quite as strong a hold for me, but other than that, they were just fine. So that wraps things up for this video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it and found it helpful. And I know a lot of you are wondering, like, when's the Forte review coming? Got that right here, and I'll tell you, it's coming probably tomorrow. So I filmed both of these at the same sitting, so as you're watching this one, I'm probably editing the Forte video, so that will be coming up very soon, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Beyond that, I have still just a ton of content coming. I've got a shitload of more products to test and just all kinds of stuff coming your way, so if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button down below to keep up to date with everything, and as always, thank you guys so much for coming by and watching, and we'll see you at the next one.